Hey guys, Fear here, and welcome to another Brawlmachine Battlereport. Yes, I still make Brawlmachine Batreps. I'd say it's still my main game. I've just been broadening my horizons a bit with the Ninth Age and still figuring out a schedule for releasing videos. So on to the main topic. Today I am up against Manu and he is bringing with him a Lylyth1 Children of the Dragon list, and I am running Falcir The Merciless in a Defenders of Ios list. Falcir's game is long overdue, and this is my first game with her, so let's get onto the list. I am bringing Falcir the Merciless with a Harpy and an Eternae in her battle group. She is supported by Scythe, Lennis Resil, Aelyth Vyr, a minimum unit of Ryssovass defenders, a full unit of Stormfall archers, and they are in a Defenders of Ios team list. Manu is bringing with him Lylyth1 with a Nephilim Bolt Thrower, a Rake, and a Seraph in her battle group. She is supported by a Blighted Nis Shepherd, 5 Incubi, the Black Cross Shard character unit, and a minimum unit of Blighted Nis Hex Hunters with Bayal. For deployment, we are playing the Singularity scenario. For terrain, we have a Rubble on the left side by the north flag and a water feature on the right side. In the middle, we have 3 forests spread across the map and a wall between the middle and left forests. We then have from left to right a wall and 2 houses at the bottom side of the field. And I picked the top side for deployment, and Manu deploys first. For Manu's deployment, we from left to right have the Black Cross Shard, the Rake, the Nephilim Bolt Thrower, Lylyth, the Seraph, and the Nis Shepherd to close off the right. I deploy from left to right Lanissa, the Stormfall Archers, Aelyth Vyr, and the Ryssovass defenders, Falcir, the Eternae on his far right we see Scythe and the Harpy. I don't take the free wall granted by Defenders of Ios in this game. So for Manu's AD, the Nis Hex Hunters deploy in front of Manu's main battle line to face off against my battle. Lylyth Turn 1. The Hex Hunter's apparition 2 inches forward at the start of Manu's turn. Lylyth then advances forward. The Seraph hides behind the house on the right, supported by the Shepherds. The Hex Hunters run forward, spreading out to the left, and the Black Cross Shard advances close behind, cast Mist on themselves to gain stealth, and the Rake runs 14 inches behind the forest to the left. Falcir Turn 1. I begin my turn by advancing the Stormfall Archers forward, taking note of the Hex Hunters' threat ranges. Lanissa follows forward to support the army and activates Winterstorm. The Ryssovass defenders and Aelyth Vyr also push forward to the center of the board behind the forest, supported by the Eternae. Scythe and the Harpy also run forward, with Scythe moving 14 inches out of the woods. Falcir then advances 6 inches forward and casts Flashing Steel on herself. Lylyth Turn 2. At the start of Manu's turn, the Seraph apparitions 2 inches to get base to base with the Shepherd, and the Hex Hunters use their apparition to move 2 inches forward. Manu then begins his turn proper, with Lylyth moving behind the wall at the center of the field. She pops her creep. He then uses the Bolt Thrower's Animus to get sniped and takes a shot at Lanissa, killing her. The Seraph then moves behind the house to get line of sight to Scythe to take a shot at also killing her. The Shepherd then moves forward to come base to base with the Seraph. The Bolt Thrower also uses Snipe on itself and takes a shot at one of the Ryssovass and kills it. The Hex Hunters then activate and move forward to get into range of the Stormfall Archers and take out 2 of the 4 models. They also manage to kill one of the Ryssovass. I then trigger my Spring the Trap on the Hex Hunters, and they gain a bounty token from Falcir. The Rake then runs up another 14 inches, threatening the northern flags. Finally, the Black Cross Shard move up and cast Mist once again. Lylyth Turn 2. I start off my turn by converting the bounty token on the Hex Hunters into Confuse. The Stormfall Archers then move forward to take shots at the Hex Hunters. They manage to kill only one of them, even with the AoEs, and the dead hunter turns into an incubus. The SFA then repo 3 inches out of the way. Aelyth Vyr then declares a charge onto the far hunter on the wall and fails to kill it thanks to the defense bonus granted by the wall. The Ryssovass defenders then declare a press forward order and they try to get into good positions to fight the Hex Hunters. Sadly, they only manage to kill 2 of the Hex Hunters, which Manu then converts into incubi. Falcir then activates and declares a charge on one of the Hex Hunters, pops her feet. She then gives bounty tokens to the Bolt Thrower, the Wraith, the Hex Hunters, Lylyth, the Black Cross Shard. She then uses the Bounty Hunters to give execute on the Hex Hunters, snare to the Bolt Thrower and Lylyth and the Wraith, and confuse on the Black Cross Shard. The charge action then continues and Falcir kills her target. Manu then converts the dead Hex Hunter into an incubi, which is then immediately killed thanks to the extra attack from Flashing Steel. The Hex Hunters also get another bounty token thanks to Falcir's static ability, and the token is immediately converted into Snare. Falcir then casts Cyclo to advance forward to get into the 2 incubi on the zone, killing them, leaving her at 2 focus. The Attorney then activates and moves into the woods and takes a shot at the Bolt Thrower, taking it down to 17 boxes. The Harpy then activates last and flies to support the Attorney. Lylyth Turn 3. At the start of Manu's turn, the Hex Hunter's apparition 2 inches forward. He then heals the Bolt Thrower to regain its spirit for 1 fury using Lylyth. He then begins an assassination run on Falcir starting with Lylyth. She forfeits her movement to aim and takes a boosted shot using Witch Mark on Falcir, dealing 7 damage, which is reduced by focus down to 2. Using the effect from Witch Mark, Manu gives Falcir Parasite. Lylyth then takes another shot, dealing 3 damage to Falcir. He then activates the Bolt Thrower, forfeiting movement to aim, and makes a boosted attack and damage to Falcir, dealing 6 damage in total. He then activates the Seraph, gets into range, and he gets 3 shots from his ROFD3 and makes a boosted attack and damage roll on Falcir, killing her. Lylyth then wins by assassination. Let's move on to post-game thoughts. Yeah, so this is my first game with almost all new stuff. The only models I've had experience with previously are the Harpy and Scythe. Everything else is a first-time play for me. I realize I made a ton of play mistakes in terms of positioning and order of activations. I spent a lot of my time reading the cards and abilities on this game, and I realized I badly positioned Lanissa. I did not make good use of the free wall, making it easier for Manu to kill my stuff. I did not give the Ryssovass and Aelyth enough movement to maneuver to better positions, and their positioning messed up the order of activations for the feat turn. I also realized that I exposed Falcir to an assassination run, and I know I could have spent the extra focus to reduce the damage from the Bolt Thrower or the Seraph, but at that point I knew I would die as Manu still had a few more units to make the kill. This game was terrible on my end, but it was a good learning experience. I've understood the capabilities of the models I picked, and now know how to play the list better on my following games. I don't think I'll change anything with this. I realized I could have put Flashing Steel on the Ryssovass rather than Falcir, so they could get extra attacks, Weapon Master tough extra attacks, and they have Dying Breath, so they're really good now that I look at it. I've also understood how the feat and order of activations work for Falcir, so expect a better game next time. As always, please feel free to comment down below what you think. I think I did wrong. Any rules misinterpretations, suggestions, and other discussions. It really helps the YouTube algorithm if you comment on my videos. So yeah, please talk to me. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you watch the next video. And bye-bye.